Well, howdy, howdy. If anybody is out there listening or if you're watching the replay, howdy. Hope y'all are doing well out there. I just wanted to get on here and do a little live stream and talk about a little bit about Amazon and doing reviews and things like that. And if there was anybody that came on and had any questions that I might could answer, I was going to answer those or at least find the answers or try to find the answers because I do not know everything. I wouldn't say I'm new at it, but there are people out there that have a lot more knowledge on it than I do. But anyhow, I made a little pre made video that I was going to share with y'all um, and just let it play. So I'm going to go ahead and play that now, and I can play it again later in the live. Probably not going to go, but about 30 minutes, unless some folks start coming in and take a little interest. If not, then I'm going to run about 30 minutes or maybe less. It depends on if anybody shows up. But anyway, without any further ado, let me get this going, and this will kind of give you the basics on getting signed up and what just different things. Let's check it
For the
out.
influencer program, use TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. TikTok and YouTube are usually the most approvable social media outlets. You must have engagement on whichever platform you are using. Subscribers, followers do not matter. It's the engagement that gets you in. What are the requirements to be an Amazon affiliate? A. To qualify as an Amazon affiliate, you need to have an active website, blog, app, or YouTube channel. It's essential to create content that's original and suitable for the Amazon affiliate program. Applicants must also comply with the program's policies and guidelines. To remain eligible for the Amazon Associates program, you must make at least 3 qualifying sales within 180 days of signing up. Personal orders made by you do not count. Unless you have a lot of traffic, you won't make near as much off your affiliate links as you will videos. I recommend, if possible, join both programs. What are the requirements to be an Amazon influencer? To become an Amazon influencer, you need to have a substantial and active following on a social media platform like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, with a significant number of followers and high engagement on your chosen platform. Although Amazon doesn't specify a strict minimum follower count, a larger following generally increases your chances of approval. Once you apply, you will then to submit 3 videos for Amazon to review. If the videos are approved, congratulations, you are in. I do suggest keeping each video 30 seconds to 1 minute. This helps keep the chances of breaking a rule to a minimum. Remember, do not state any prices. Say it is the best. Show any UPC codes, QR codes, license plates, or anything that might display any personal information. That is what I usually get dinged on when a video doesn't get approved. Amazon has become very picky over the last 6 months, so do your best. And don't worry if you do not get approved the first time, you have 2 more tries. Oh, and they have also become more picky on lighting and audio in your video. Above all things, always be honest, but don't be rude or derogatory towards any product. Remember, you want to create an audience that can trust what you say as to be the truth to the best of your knowledge. Okay, now that we have covered that, let's move on to some tips when it comes to creating video reviews.
All righty, well, that should get you started. I thought I had another part of that video, but don't know where it is at. Give me just a second. Hmm. Oh, okay. I see what I did. Um, popped up the wrong video. Well, it was the first part of the video, but then there was a second part. Let me go ahead and drop that in there. How you doing, pork chop? Hang on just a second. Video file. Getting started with Amazon. There we go. I'm going to scroll through this.
For the influencer program, use TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, must make
I just played that part. I thought I put them both together, which I did put them both together. I just showed the wrong one.
create an audience that can trust what you say. We have covered that. Let's move on to some tips when it comes to
There we
creating
go.
video reviews. Okay, so now that we have covered the qualifications, let's look at some of the recommended tools to get the job done. One more thing. Even if you do not want to do video reviews and you just want to make YouTube videos or even just higher quality pictures, these tools are for that too. First off, a camera. No, you do not have to have a big fancy camera. Your smartphone is good enough to get started with. In time, though, you will want to up your game if you stick with it. But regardless, if you are using a DSLR or your smartphone, you will need some way to keep your recording device steady. That is where a tripod will come in handy. Shaky video is not very enjoyable to watch. The next most important thing is your audio. I personally prefer a lapel mic with a transmitter and a receiver. You don't have to have a high-end mic set either. But again, over time, you may want to step up your game. Next, you will definitely want good lighting. It can be as simple as a ring light or bigger and brighter lights. You might even want to have a background curtain on a stand if you are videoing indoors. Otherwise, the sun offers a great light source. Just be mindful of it being too bright. Working in the shade generally is better than the bright sun. Remember, the first step is to just start. Nobody is perfect, and nobody ever started out being an expert. In time, you will get more comfortable and better at what you are doing. Do it because you enjoy doing it. Don't do it thinking you are going to get rich. If getting rich is your reason, most likely you will fail. Don't become discouraged if you do not get the results you were hoping for at first. Have fun with it and stick with it.
Okay. Well, I had made that just for, I was just messing around the other night and I thought, why not do it like a presentation or something like that? But I need to delete these other files so I don't get them mixed up again like that. Did I? Yeah, that was the right one. Anyhow, if I don't know if you're still here or not, pork chop, but if you are, hi. I think I already said that. And if anybody else is watching it on a replay or anything like that, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask them. And if pork chop is here, um, questions can be answered from them too. If I don't know the answer, I'll try to help you find it. But leaving your phone to get on the desktop. I put that. Was there any notifications that came out? Because I'd put it out 3 days ago, or scheduled the live about 3 days ago. But somebody had said that Dashing Across America does a live, but his live, I believe, I think it is 9 o'clock, but it's 9 o'clock their time. So it would be 8 o'clock our time. So I thought I would do it at 9 o'clock Central Time because I had originally planned on doing 7 o'clock in the evening, but that's too early because, I could still be out working. I may be out eating different things, and I don't want to start getting into a routine that is going to conflict with making money and other life things. So anyway, think you saw the notice the other day, and I got a notice a little before you start time. Well, that's good. I was wondering if it came out or not. And I didn't know if anybody would really be watching it, but I'm going to start doing it. And maybe it'll pick up. And if I do it for a month or so and nobody comes in, your start time tonight. Yeah, it was 9 o'clock. But if nobody starts coming in, then I'll phase it out. But I don't know. I just thought because I know, like Tim, he was talking about wanting to get into Amazon and start doing the reviews and stuff. And I just thought if somebody had some questions that we might be able to answer, then might save them some time. All the answers are out there. It's just you got to look for them and learn from mistakes, like getting QR codes and scan barcodes and anything in the background that they will ding for personal information. But anyway, I just thought maybe it could help people out. Oh, I just noticed up to 714 subscribers now. It was like 711 the last time I looked. Did you see the text message the other day about Luna's permission to say there is an Amazon link below? She edited that off before they sent it to the seller trying to get themselves. They can do that. But if you're putting it on Amazon yourself, then you're supposed to put it in there. And I went ahead and I looked that up again just to make sure. And yes, you are supposed to say, especially if you're putting them on YouTube, because you definitely have links on YouTube. But technically, I guess really below your video on your storefront on Amazon, it is going to have a link to the product. So you will have links on there too. And it does say that you have to clearly state that you do earn commissions from any qualifying purchases on your links. You don't have to word it exactly like that, but something like that. And that is the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, that states that. And I don't, if you break that rule and then they report you to Amazon, Amazon's going to beat you out. And to get kicked out over a, whoa, StreamYard, the screen just went black. I don't know if it will over there or if it was the monitor. I don't know. I got YouTube running over here on that monitor. But yeah, you definitely have to say. And one thing that I hadn't been doing up until about the last dozen or so reviews is you're supposed to say that I received this product to do a review on, and you can say the brand name or whatever, but you are supposed to disclose that as well. I send them directly to her. I don't upload to Amazon. I have a commission notice in my description below the video, but I want to let them know the link is there. You see the link on a desktop, but not if you're watching on a cell phone. When you go to check your money that you've been earning on your commissions, there's a drop down box, because if you're not putting your videos on Amazon, you're losing a lot of money, a lot more than you'll make on links. Links, $100 versus $1,000. So I upload them directly to Amazon. And she had told me that the reason why they want the video sent to them is because the seller is going to upload it themselves. But you're losing your commissions on that video if you do that. So you're losing out on a lot of money if you're just going by links, because links don't pay nothing. Well, you could be. If are you on the Amazon influencer program? I know you're on the affiliate program where you can put, or associates where you can post the links and get commissions. But I thought you was on the influencer one as well, because that's where you're going to make some money. You're not going to make much money on the links. I think right now I've got, well, I can't show it, but I can say it, I think. Because, Amazon's real particular on showing how much you make and all that. But if you have that site stripe on your toolbar on your browser, where you can just click to get the text link, over on the far right, it says earnings, and it will pop up, and you should have one that says ONAMZ. It's on Amazon. That's your videos. Your other ID, your store ID, is just going to be your username. But we're talking $1,194 versus $84.19. That's yeah, you can bypass her. Yeah, you can upload those videos to Amazon yourself. The only ones that they're saying that you can't do is TikTok. And I told her last night there was one, she sent it was a voice recorder, and I said, if the seller wants to pay me $150, then okay. If they don't, then I'll make the video and I'll give them 15 days. And after 15 days, I'm posting it on on TikTok, because they're making boatloads of money off of you and you're not making nothing. So you definitely want to be part of the Amazon influencer program. You're making the videos already, and they're Amazon videos. So you should be making the money, and don't give your money away, because you're just letting them make the commissions and you're not making anything. I just did a video for a heater fan yesterday. I had to put on a sweatshirt to play the part. It was freaking 90 degrees outside. Yeah. I saw that pop up. I haven't watched that video yet. I'm supposed to be getting, I don't know if you've looked at the list, there's a diesel heater. I'm supposed to be getting that. They said, you need a truck and install it. And I sent her a message back. I said, this heater has nothing to do with a truck. This is something that you put in a tent or RV, a camper, a garage, a shop. It's like a floor heater. But I guess they thought because it had the word diesel in it, it went a truck. It has nothing to do with the truck. It just burns diesel fuel to generate the heat. I've never had one, but back when I was doing all the camping and the YouTube videos and meeting all them different RVers and stuff, some of them had diesel heaters, and they're supposed to be really good. But anyway, I really thought you. I mean, I can't bypass her. How could she benefit when she is sending me the products? She's not benefiting, but the seller's benefiting, because they're putting it on Amazon and they get commissions from, well, if it's a seller themselves, I guess they're not going to get commissions because they're the ones that be paying it. No, because Amazon pays us. So they're getting the Amazon commissions. So say that heater you put on there, the thing of it is, if somebody watches your video and then buys it, you earn the money from it. And it's a whole lot higher than the links are. And just like the links, they don't have to buy that. If they go look at a sweater or something like that, then you'll get a commission from that. Anything within 24 hours. So Thank you, my friend. No, thank you. I do not need a 33-inch wooden bat that says good night on it. She's the only way I get the product. No, you get the products from her, but you take those products and make the videos just like you're doing. Only you upload them to Amazon. She's still probably, and a lot of the videos are still going to ask for that video, but that does not stop you from posting that video on that product page. And that's where you want your videos. You can give her the video. I mean, that's all well and good, because sometimes even the seller's videos don't make it on the carousel on the videos. Like I don't know exactly where they're at on the mobile app on your phone, but like on your desktop, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the videos, and there's a roll of videos. Sellers may not be on there, and if yours shows up on there, you're going to make commission if somebody clicks on it and buys something, or buy something else within 24 hours, because it saves the cookies, and you will get commissions. There are, to be the video influencer, you've got to submit 3 videos, and you've done it enough now, you shouldn't have any problem. But everybody, I know it is a lot harder to get on there now than what it was, because they're real particular. They're using that. I think they're using AI to pre-scan the videos. That's why I had mentioned to you before about the QR codes and stuff like that, because Amazon will reject them. But I thought that's why on some of your videos, I'm like, how did you get away with that? But now I know. But I'm just seeing them on the YouTube channel. But yeah, but everybody now is saying make your video about 30 seconds to 2 minutes long. I think in my little clip video that I made for this live, I said 1 minute, which I figured is a good sweet spot, because the shorter it is, the less likely you are to say, not to mess up, not to say something wrong, or to show something where it's going to get dinged. Because anyway, you got to do 3 videos and get them approved. Once they're approved, you're in, and you start putting those videos on the product page, and you'll get a storefront. I think with the associate, I don't remember if you get a storefront or not, but let's see. Let me find my cursor. Where is? Well, I can just go here and see what others see. And present, share screen, share window, right there, and right there. But yeah, you should, if you have something like this, because this is all my videos, and there's 506, well, technically, okay, 561 posts, which is videos. And anyway, all of these, not all of them, but a bunch of these videos are on the product page. And like I said, if anybody clicks on that and watches your video and buys it, then you earn a commission off of it. Just like you do the links, only it's a lot higher commission. And even if they don't, say you watched the cutting torch right here, the plasma cutter, and then you decided you wanted a 4K channel dash cam, you went and bought a dash cam, you're going to get credit for that dash cam, or commission from that dash cam, because they went from your video to another product. So within 24 hours, now the commissions will become less and less, the different things they go to. But yeah, you definitely want to be on the influencer program, especially you, since you've got experience in it and you're doing great at it. So that what you do when Luna sends them to you, yes, absolutely, 100% of them, every one of them. If I'm late sending a video, she asked for it. Yeah, she was on me. Well, It was logistics has shown. Let's see, how did she word that? Let me go back into this. Scroll up. Yeah. The logistics, I don't know how to pronounce that, show that it was delivered. Have you received it? And then she'll give you the tracking number. And oh, I have. I just ain't got to it yet. So, do you just tell Luna you put it on your influencer page? Yeah, no, I don't tell her nothing. It ain't none of their business. They send you a product for you to do a video review on for the Amazon, and you're doing what you're supposed to do. I've been doing, I don't know how long have I been, 2 years. Yeah, 2.5 years. I don't know how long I've been dealing with the China dolls, but yeah, I put them all on there. Even there are some, and I have, because on your, I don't know if you've checked it on your YouTube channel. It will. There's a in the YouTube studio, creator studio. There is a, like, where you see the analytics, the comments, and things like that. There's one down there that says copyright. If you click on that, if somebody's used your video, it'll show up right there. And I have turned several of them in. And I told her that they can't do that. They need to ask, if they let me know that they're going to post it, that's fine, because I'm posting it anyway. Because there's been 2 or 3 items that they wanted to copyright so they could post it. And my video showed up on the product page, and their video of me that they put under their name didn't. However, there are a couple out there that do have my name on them. And I didn't say anything because I wasn't keeping track with who was supposed to be having the copyrights to and who wasn't. And there was a couple of products that I couldn't really remember, and I couldn't find it. So I just left it alone. And it's not a big selling product, so I'm not losing out. So you're dealing directly with the seller on these. No, I'm dealing with the Luna. You see, let's see, where's the last thing? Well, I've got a lot scheduled, but yeah, the majority of what you're seeing right here is stuff that's come from Luna. Not all of it, but a bunch of it. But I do have several sellers I deal directly with, and then like three other places that are just like Luna. I guess they're marketers or whatever they are. No, I don't send anything back. I do. She has, over the last couple of months, started asking me to send a video. And I send it through. Well, they've changed it now. It was. Let me get that off there. I don't know. I don't guess it matters. But what's that? Send large files, free, secure, transfer now. I was using a WeTransfer, but now I'm using a transfer now because you can send bigger files. And a lot of the videos I do are in 4K, so they pretty big file sizes. You just can't send over 5 gigabytes. And WeTransfer was up to 2 gigabytes. But yeah, I'll send them the video, but I upload it to when I'm uploading it, it goes to YouTube and to Amazon, to the Amazon storefront. So anyway. No, it's not really saving her the work, because She's probably just sending it to the seller, and the seller is the one that's putting it on their product page. But see, if they have copyright, if they have the copyrights, if say you do, I'm just going to use this for example, say you do a video on Reebok sneakers, and Reebok can use it on their Reebok.com. If they have Instagram accounts and all that, they can put it anywhere they want to. They can put it on their webpage anywhere they want to if they have the copyrights. And there's a lot of people that, if you'll read the Amazon influencer Reddit group page, there's a lot of people that say that they'll charge $500 to $1,000 to give these sellers copyrights. I don't know if I believe that or not. You would have to be a big influencer, somebody really big, to be able to charge that kind of money. And I'm not going to do that. I just want to know if they are, because if they're not, and somebody's using my video out there, I'm going to turn them into Amazon and to YouTube, and the video will be removed, and they'll get a copyright strike. 3 of those and you're out of there. No, they don't want to fool with that one. At this point, I am just picking the items I don't mind keeping, and if it's easy to video, and she pays me the $20 for each video. A lot of the videos I'm not getting paid for, and that's what she told me when I was discussing it with her on the copyright stuff. I said, I'm not going to do copyright. I'm not giving my copyrights up. And she said, when they pay you the $20, that is, she never said this before, but that is supposed to give them the copyrights. So it's still yours. You're free to post it anywhere you want to. They can't take that. But when they pay you, that's giving them the right to put it on. If they have a website, they can put it on their website. If there's no pay, then they don't have no copyrights. And that's what I'm trying to start to put in my notes on the product list. That's what I'm trying to start putting down, because I don't want to turn somebody in that actually did have permission, and it's not their fault if Luna didn't communicate that. And that's what I'm trying to get straight with her, because I need to know if they want the copyrights or if they don't, because I'm not going to turn them in if they have them. That's just not right. If you tell somebody they can do something, they should be able to do it. But if I don't know, then that's why there's a couple of videos out there that's my videos, but it's got the seller's product name, like Rollator or whatever, the walker. But yeah, you want to join that Amazon influencer program, because you're losing out on a lot of money. $20 ain't nothing compared to what I told you what I made a while ago. And this is kind of leveling out, but it's fixing to start picking back up. I think 1,700 or 1,800 is the highest I've made. Now there's people out there that are making $7,000, $8,000 a month. I'm not, and I don't know what kind of products they're dealing with. If I could get like the mobility scooter and that electric scooter I did, some $500 to $1,000 products, the commissions would be really good. And if you could get several of those, yeah, you're going to start making 10,000 plus a month. But you got to have that kind of product. And the majority of the stuff that Luna sends, $25, $50. Occasionally there might be something for $150, $200. But some of the other people I deal with, with electric scooter and mobility scooter and stuff like that, they got some higher stuff, but not everything. They get not cheap stuff, but lower cost items. How do people find your influencer page? That's a good question. I really don't know. And I know this is going a little deeper, but I joined the Amazon affiliate or Amazon associate influencer in Canada and the UK and Germany. And in Germany, I ain't done no good because I don't speak in German, so they flagged my video. But the UK and Canada, they don't have videos on the bottom of their product page. However, somehow or another, I because when you sign up for them, you get a storefront on the Canada Amazon page and the Amazon UK. And for some reason, I've made like $15 on Canada and like $1.70 or $1.80 on the UK. And since they don't have videos on the product page, they've got to be able. They're finding my storefront, and I don't know how they do it. I don't, unless you can search Google and it pops up. I don't know. That question I do not know, and that's a good question. At this point, I am just picking items I don't mind keeping. Yeah. I have 35,000 views on a video. Good Lord. But never saw it on the product page. So I don't know where the heck they promoted it. Well, is that 35,000 on your YouTube channel? Because that your top that's probably on your YouTube channel. How do people okay. Yeah, the influencer page is, I guess you're talking about the storefront. No, I don't know. Good Lord, I've never had that many views on products. You really need to join you're already an associate. If you're getting the link where you can put the links in, I'm assuming you're not just putting links to the main product page. I don't know. Let's see if let me look at something. I want to make sure that I don't do something wrong or show something that I shouldn't show. But let me go to my browsing history just so I can find something. And I want to see what shows up on the page. Okay. There, well, it gives my name and my zip code. I don't care. I don't have a way to blur that, but anyway, I want to show you, so I'm going to share this screen. Share screen. Share window. There we go. Okay. Look, not there, right up here. Can you see the cursor moving up on the upper left-hand side? See this as Amazon Associates site strip or stripe. Right there it says get link. And that's what you should be posting on your products on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're putting links at. If you use this link up here, that will take them to the product page and you're not going to make anything. But I thought you were part of I thought you joined the Amazon Influencer or Associates. Associate is just the link. Influencer is video. And Amazon Affiliate. Yes, that is the link to put in video. Yes. Okay. So, you stop sharing. Yeah. So you're already an affiliate. So you need to get signed up on the influencer. And you had to be an associate before you could be an influencer. But when I was making my little video there, apparently you don't have to anymore. Apparently you can just join an influencer program. You had to join the associate, Then you had to have 3 items sold within, you still do to stay on the associate. You had to sell 3 items within 180 days. But you had to be that before you could join the influencer. But apparently now you can join the influencer without being an associate. That's what I read anyway. Could be wrong, but that's what I've read. But yeah. So you'll want to go to your, let's see. Join Amazon Influencer Program. It's already in there. Let's see. Present, share screen, share window. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you're getting, what did you say, 35,000? And that's 13,000. That storage shed it's been out there for 2 years. So yeah. But yeah, just Google join the Amazon Influencer Program and then click sign up. Oop, there's my email. Let's get rid of that. Oh, well, that's out there. Hopefully I won't get spammed. There ain't that many people watches this anyway. But anyway, just click the sign up and you can use your existing account to sign up. But join that, you can even make a video of something you've already made a video of and just make it about 30 seconds to a minute long and submit 3 of those and get in there so you can submit these to the Amazon product page, because you'll just go right up here and hit create content and post video. And then your video, you'll just drag it and drop it in that box right there, and you'll have to put a title in it. And then there'll be a little plus sign. When you click on that, it'll be whatever, browse that product, go into Amazon and open that up in the window, and it'll show it up you'll see browsed. It'll say stuff that's in your storefront, something, and browsed. Click on browsed, and it'll show there. You click on that, and it adds it in there. But that's after you get approved. But they may have changed up how the process is on submitting those 3 videos. It may be this right here. But once they get approved, then start doing it this way. And these will have the opportunity to go on to the product page. And let's see. Open that up. Back. And see right down here. That product actually came in and it's at my mother's right now. But these videos right down here, if you click on that video right there, that Anthony or whatever, how you pronounce Anthony, if you click on that video, then you wind up buying that product or another product, then that person is going to get commissions, and that needs to be you. So yeah. And see, like this one is probably the company right there, that Song SXI-US. That's probably the seller's account. And see, they're going to earn commissions on it. And that's why some of them want to be able to place that on there. But like I said, I've had several videos that my video shows up on there, and the one that they've got of me that they're putting under their name doesn't show up. They don't pick and choose. And if you'll notice, some of the sellers changed their URLs or the ASIN number, and that changed the link up. And it's because they're either getting too much negative feedback, or they want your video off there and their video on there so they can make the commissions, but they can't do that. Because I found a few like that, and I just changed the link, and I'm back in there. it's a lot to keep up with, and there's a bunch of them out there that I probably are missing out on, but yeah. Yeah, I just Google it and just type in sign up to be an Amazon influencer. And well, I can play this video again real quick. Maybe I'll show the right one this time. I think I get it now. Do they have a referral link to sign people up? No, not that I know of. Um,
For the influencer program, use TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. TikTok and YouTube are usually the most approvable social media outlets. You must have engagement on whichever platform you are using.
and you probably have enough of a following, especially if you got 35,000 on that YouTube video. You probably have a big enough following on that. You don't have to have subscribers, but interaction. And you probably have plenty because that video right there will probably get you in. You just have to use that YouTube channel to and part of the file getting set up on influencer.
Subscribers, followers do not matter. It's the engagement that gets you in.
Okay.
What are the requirements to be an Amazon affiliate? A. To qualify as an Amazon affiliate, you need to have an active website, blog, app, or YouTube channel. It's essential to create content that's original and suitable for the Amazon affiliate program. Applicants must also comply with the program's policies and guidelines. To remain eligible for the Amazon Associates program, you must make at least 3 qualifying sales within 180 days of signing up. Personal orders made by you do not count. Unless you have a lot of traffic, you won't make near as much off your affiliate links as you will videos. I recommend, if possible, join both programs. What are the requirements to be an Amazon influencer? To become an Amazon influencer, you need to have a substantial and active following on a social media platform like
That is
Instagram,
incorrect.
YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, with a significant number of followers and high engagement on your chosen platform. Although Amazon doesn't specify a strict minimum follower count, a larger following generally increases your chances of approval. Once you apply, you
Interaction
will
that
then
they're
to
wanting.
submit 3 videos for Amazon to review. If the videos are approved, congratulations, you are in. I do suggest keeping each video 30 seconds to 1 minute. This helps keep the chances of breaking a rule to a minimum. Remember, do not state any prices. Say it is the best. Show any UPC codes, QR codes, license plates, or anything that might display any personal information. That is what I usually get dinged on when a video doesn't get approved. Amazon has become very picky over the last 6 months, so do your best. And don't worry if you do not get approved the first time, you have 2 more tries. Oh, and they have also become more picky on lighting and audio in your video. Above all things, always be honest, but don't be rude or derogatory towards any product. Remember, you want to create an audience that can trust what you say as to be the truth to the best of your knowledge. Okay, now that we have
All right. That might have helped you. I don't know if you saw that when I first started or not, but basically, and you've got all the rest of that. Your audio, you could consider doing it in the house because I know you just use your phone. Um, you're gonna be able to make sure they can hear you real good. But your video is great. Your phone does a great job. So. Something else I was going to tell you, the spray wand. You and I both did a review on that one. Wanted that screw on into the water hose. They have your video and my video under the seller's name. I left it alone. You know, but since you've been doing it that way, then they had the right to do it. But you can have those videos, all this stuff that Luna sends you or anybody else sends you, you can create that video and put it on the Amazon store, and it goes to the product page, and that's where you're going to make your money. Then you'll see it'll automatically create once you get signed up on the influencer. You'll have two IDs, but you just do the little drop down box, and it'll have your current ID, and then it'll say ONAMZ, and then your username after that. And that's on-site commissions. Off-site commissions, your links and stuff, they don't pay much, and you can earn a lot more money, as I showed you a while ago. But anyway, hopefully that'll help. Seller rotates videos. The seller doesn't, Amazon does. You may be on their page now, and then you will be disappear. Yeah, that's Amazon. The seller can request it be removed or something, but I know Amazon, they rotate them because if they're not, they go by algorithm. And if a certain video is not getting a lot of views, then they'll roll it out and then they'll put another one on there. And they'll use that one for a little bit and see if it gets a lot of product reviews, or not product reviews, but a lot of engagement. That's the word I was trying to think of a while ago. That's why I was talking about your YouTube channel. I don't think you're monetized yet, so I don't remember how many subscribers you got. I know I'm not, but it's the engagement. I used Dashing Grandpa's YouTube channel, but I've added Grandpa's Random Reviews because it has a ton of engagement. Not very many subscribers, but it has a ton of engagement, and that's all you need. You don't have to have the subscriber count. That's why I said that little writing about saying a large following is not actually correct. I mean, it helps you out, but you could have 5,000 subscribers, and if only 50 of them watch your videos, then that's not going to help you much. But if you have 5,000 people watching your videos and message or comments and things like having engagement, thumbs up is an engagement, comments are engagement, and then you only have 50 subscribers, that's fine. It's the engagement they're looking for. They want to see that people are looking at your page. And if you got a video that's got 35,000 views on it, you got plenty of engagement. So you have 153. I don't think you probably get enough people watching your videos. I don't know if you do Instagram or anything like that, but you can use Instagram. But the thing about Instagram and Facebook is they have to be set up as a business. I think I did it on Dirty Shoes Adventures one time. I had a Facebook. I don't even know if I still have that Facebook. But anyway, I set up like a business part where people don't actually subscribe, they follow. But it was too much to keep. No, I think it's Dashing Grandpa that's got that. But I don't keep up with it. I don't. It was confusing to me, and I don't have time to sit there and become a guru or even know the basics. Because I'll get a message on it occasionally, and I can't find a message, and oh yeah, it's going to be. I got to click on this to log into that part of the Facebook page, and it's just a pain. Nevertheless, I don't think I know you don't do TikTok, but a lot of people do TikTok, and they say that's the number one thing because you can put a video out and have 5,000 views on it before in the morning, and so you get a huge engagement on TikTok. But I don't. Hey, Mr. Giggity, how are you? Just now driving home. I can tell when the video gets on the seller page because my YouTube view count increases. Yeah, I really thought you was on the influencer program. So once you get you can thank me later. Once you get approved and you start making like double and triple what you're making off of those links, you might be buying you a new Cadillac. I don't know. I mean, somebody had posted on Reddit the other day, and they said that they had been watching people, and they're telling them that they're making six-figure incomes monthly. That's $100,000 a month, and off of Amazon. And I don't. I'm not going to say that don't happen, but that would be your chances of that are about as good as winning the lotto, if you ask me. Maybe people do make that much. If you had like a huge following, maybe. But shoot, if you can make to me, if you can make $1,000 a month, $500 a month, you're already doing the videos, and you're already a step ahead of a bunch of them, because a bunch of them are just putting it on Amazon and they're not putting it on Facebook, so they're losing out there, or not Facebook, YouTube. So they're losing out on the YouTube. So, and the more you do and the longer you're around, you'll eventually get monetized, and you're probably getting a lot of watch time hours on your YouTube. I've surpassed the requirements of being monetized on the hours a long time ago. It's just the subscriber count I haven't passed. So I just tell Luna I am going to you don't have to tell her nothing. Now, she still might ask you to send her the videos, and go ahead. I mean, but you don't have to tell her you're putting them on Amazon. Most of the time, I'll send a message with a link to the product page, or not the product page, but the link to the video. I'll send her that, and then some of these other sellers, I'll say, I have completed the video review, uploaded it to Amazon, and now Amazon has approved it, and here's the link to that video. And most of those are happy with it. Luna, on the other hand, wants you to send her the video because she can send it to the seller. But you don't have to tell her anything. You can just start putting it on Amazon and then send her the video too. She can do with it what you want, whatever she wants. But you need to be making the money off that. You're doing the work. Hello, Miss Mary. If you wore a bikini on your videos, yeah, like the spray one. If you're out there spraying the car off with a bikini, you get a lot of views. You probably start getting a lot of subscribers too. But I thought about it, but I can't find a bikini that looks good on me. Sometimes she'll come back and on me and say part was shaky, or I need to add another part. So well, I've had some of those where I had to add stuff. She can edit it down. Yeah. Send it to Luna as usual, and also upload it to the Influencer Pro. Absolutely, 100%. But remember, you got to get approved first. But once you're approved, you'll get a notification and it'll tell you. I am doing peachy. I've still got a ton of reviews to do. I've been slacking on my Spark delivery. I've been slack. My check from Spark was $36, and that was from tips carried over from last Sunday. I didn't Spark at all last week, and I did one today. It killed me not getting. I mean, it didn't kill me, but I'm used to, making a little money every Tuesday, but I didn't make much at all this Tuesday. And I'm not getting some of the reviews done that I'm supposed to be getting done, but went to Bowie, to the flea market, and I haven't never done that. My parents used to do it, and So I never knew how much they made, but they had a lot of antiques and things like that. So what they made was probably more money, but I still wound up, I think, with like $500 for Saturday and Sunday. So, you know, by the time I had to wound up having to buy tables, you're supposed to be able to rent the tables there, but the people who rent the tables wasn't there. So we wound up having to buy tables. So I had to subtract that off the total. And then you're going to eat a little bit while you're there. But still, I think all in all, it was about a $400 profit. And one of the things that's really cool about selling these products at like a flea market is you got all the room in the world for them to bargain because you have it didn't cost you nothing. Everything was free. So, but that's part of your income, so you can't just give it away. But I think there was something that was like $75, and they said, "Would you take 50?" Sure. It's still 100% profit, other than your time. But if you're doing gig work and things like that, you have done figured out your time is not worth much. I mean, technically it should be, but it's like working a salary job. You're going to work about 70 to 80 hours and get 40-hour pay, and that's the reality of it. But it's the freedom of it. No gig work in 2 days. Yeah. Well, I normally don't work on Tuesdays for sure. Sometimes I work on Monday, but I didn't work on Monday. I didn't work on Tuesday, and I did one today. But there was a bunch of crap orders, and I did one order, and good Lord, 10 loaves of bread, 6 gallons of milk. It was multiples. It was only 12 items, but the count on those items was way up there. And after I saw where it was going, I understood it was going to for the mentally challenged homes, like a group home. It was going to one of those. And actually, my wife, well, it was my kid's mother. She died in 2000, but she had worked out there. I never knew where that place was. I never went out there. And the older lady that worked in there, I told her, I said, my kid's mother used to work here. And I said, it was back in the early to mid 90s, probably the early 90s. And I said, I never knew where it was at. I don't know. It's kind of neat to see where it was at. It's just a house way out in the country. But yeah. So what was the Amazon Vine that you in trouble? Oh, yeah. Is that the same as influencer? No. Amazon Vine is not the same. Amazon Vine, and I don't recommend it for most people because you're going to get taxed. Everybody that does videos on Amazon Vine and Amazon Vine themselves act like you get these free products. And yeah, you get them free till the end of the year, and then you get sent a 1099 on the fair market value to pay the taxes on them. So that's not free if you ask me. But no, that's not the same thing. I don't like, oh man, I love the shopping orders most of the time. I'm not going to do the double shopping orders. I think you made a comment on that on one of the videos the other night. The double shopping orders, unless it's like 10 or 11 items on one order and like 2 or 3 on the other, I don't do them. I did do one a few days ago, but I didn't realize I didn't look at it close enough. I just saw it paid like $24, but it was like 14 items on one. The other one had like 7 or 8 items. But I don't know. There's just too much room for error there. And I like to just put that basket in high gear and rock and roll. I don't like to say, oh, this is customer A's and then customer B, 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 A, B, B, A, B. No, not for me. But I don't want to have to stop and think about it too hard. There are women here that drive Uber and Lyft and really? Now, where do you live again? I'm joking. All it do is give this old man a heart attack. But what a way to go. Bad. I'm just playing. There's a guy that does reviews on mostly on like electric scooters and e-bikes and things like that. He lives in was it LA and wherever Hollywood is, Hollywood in LA or San Diego, wherever it is. But because you can see it in some of his videos, the Hollywood sign. But he rides the electric scooters and e-bikes down there on the they have like sidewalks that run along the beach, and lots and lots of bikinis there. So I'm sure that probably helps elevate his views from people watching them. I'm home. I'll have to go back and rewatch. Seems like a lot of info, Grandpa, dropping some knowledge. That's why I kind of want to start doing this live. And plus, I'd like to maybe start doing a giveaway here and there. I did a couple of giveaways, but I don't know, just try to help people. And like in the very beginning of this, like I said, I don't know it all. I've only been doing it maybe a year or 2 years. So I've got a lot to learn still, but I could share what I do know. And there's people out there that's selling these, what do you call them? That teaches you how to do it. And all this information is out there. So I don't understand why people would pay for it unless they're lazy and they don't want to spend a few hours watching YouTube videos or Googling stuff, because it's all out there. So if I can help anybody, man, I'm all for it. It's what we're all here for, is to help each other. Whether it's doing Spark, DoorDash, Uber, or Amazon. But anyway, I don't know. I just like helping people, and I like hanging out with you folks. It makes the day a lot better. That hurricane hit over in Louisiana, didn't it? I didn't read where. I just remember seeing it made landfall in Louisiana. I think it was like a Category 2. I don't know where exactly it landed at, but apparently it wasn't too bad because it's not all over the news. All I'm seeing all over the news is last night's debate. We're not going there, but anyhow, yeah, I know a little bit about doing the Amazon, and I don't know. I just like to help people, and I know Tony, the Driven Dad. He is starting to get into it. He was on one of the live streams I had here on the Random Reviews channel a month or so back, and he was fixing to get in on it. And there's some other parts of Amazon reviews that you can get into that actually I didn't know anything about it, and Tony mentioned it. It's Inspire. That's where most of your content is on vertical. Your videos are on vertical. And they're like 36, basically like shorts, a minute or so. But I did a couple, and they've gotten some views. I don't know if I've earned anything off of them. I don't know, but anyway, shoot, somebody can come on here and share their knowledge, and we all interact and all help each other. And like I said, that's what it's all about. So anyway, I'm going to show this video that I made one more time because I put a little effort into it, and I thought it came out all right, and it was easy to do, really, because all I had to do is type it out and then find the voice to, or I don't want that button, text to voice video. I'm going to show this one more time. The whole thing. Here we go. Open that.
For the Influencer Program. Use TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. TikTok and YouTube are usually the most approvable social media outlets. You must have engagement on whichever platform you are using. Subscribers, followers do not matter. It's the engagement that gets you in. What are the requirements to be an Amazon affiliate? A. To qualify as an Amazon affiliate, you need to have an active website, blog, app, or YouTube channel. It's essential to create content that's original and suitable for the Amazon affiliate program. Applicants must also comply with the program's policies and guidelines. To remain eligible for the Amazon Associates program, you must make at least 3 qualifying sales within 180 days of signing up. Personal orders made by you do not count. Unless you have a lot of traffic, you won't make near as much off your affiliate links as you will videos. I recommend, if possible, join both programs. What are the requirements to be an Amazon influencer? To become an Amazon influencer, you need to have a substantial and active following on a social media platform like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, with a significant number of followers and high engagement on your chosen platform. Although Amazon doesn't specify a strict minimum follower count, a larger following generally increases your chances of approval. Once you apply, you will then to submit 3 videos for Amazon to review. If the videos are approved, congratulations, you are in. I do suggest keeping each video 30 seconds to 1 minute. This helps keep the chances of breaking a rule to a minimum. Remember, do not state any prices. Say it is the best. Show any UPC codes, QR codes, license plates, or anything that might display any personal information. That is what I usually get dinged on when a video doesn't get approved. Amazon has become very picky over the last 6 months, so do your best. And don't worry if you do not get approved the first time, you have 2 more tries. Oh, and they have also become more picky on lighting and audio in your video. Above all things, always be honest, but don't be rude or derogatory towards any product. Remember, you want to create an audience that can trust what you say as to be the truth to the best of your knowledge. Okay, now that we have covered that, let's move on to some tips when it comes to creating video reviews. Okay, so now that we have covered the qualifications, let's look at some of the recommended tools to get the job done. One more thing. Even if you do not want to do video reviews and you just want to make YouTube videos or even just higher quality pictures, these tools are for that too. First off, a camera. No, you do not have to have a big fancy camera. Your smartphone is good enough to get started with. In time, though, you will want to up your game if you stick with it. But regardless, if you are using a DSLR or your smartphone, you will need some way to keep your recording device steady. That is where a tripod will come in handy. Shaky video is not very enjoyable to watch. The next most important thing is your audio. I personally prefer a lapel mic with a transmitter and a receiver. You don't have to have a high-end mic set either. But again, over time, you may want to step up your game. Next, you will definitely want good lighting. It can be as simple as a ring light or bigger and brighter lights. You might even want to have a background curtain on a stand if you are videoing indoors. Otherwise, the sun offers a great light source. Just be mindful of it being too bright. Working in the shade generally is better than the bright sun. Remember, the first step is to just start. Nobody is perfect, and nobody ever started out being an expert. In time, you will get more comfortable and better at what you are doing. Do it because you enjoy doing it. Don't do it thinking you are going to get rich. If getting rich is your reason, most likely you will fail. Don't become discouraged if you do not get the results you were hoping for at first. Have fun with it and stick with it.
Okay. Did you say you made this video? Yes, I did. Is it hard to show a product in 30? It is hard, yeah, it is, especially for me. Because we all know Grandpa can ramble on and ramble on. But if you just don't go into detail, do the very basic. This is the phone. This is the power button. This is the up volume buttons. And this is the camera. Works great. Check it out. Done. You don't have to go into the settings and all that. You get what I'm saying, I hope. I mean, you just don't go into too much detail, just very, very basics. Once you're approved, then you can elaborate on things, and then it becomes actually more useful to people. But what I just said about the phone would be useful to nobody, but it will get you approved on the Amazon Influencer Program. Could I send one of my 2 minutes of Luna videos? Could I send one of my 2 minute Luna videos? Yeah, whatever videos you've already done, you've got a ton of videos. You could send any of them, and the whole thing. It's just from everything that I've read on Reddit now, they have become so much stricter, and that's why I said they have become stricter, because I read that and I'm seeing people getting declined for simple things. But I don't care how long you've been doing it, you can still. The video I did today, the review I did today, had a QR code in the instruction manual, or the instruction manual. Yeah, I took it out of the box and didn't even notice it until I was editing it. So I had to put a blur on that little bitty. You couldn't even see it hardly. But Amazon I think that, I don't know it for fact, but I think they use AI to scan through the videos, because it has picked up a white square on a box. And the reason why I know it did it, because I thought surely not, because sometimes you go to tear off the UPC code, and it'll leave the adhesive tape on it, and it was white. And when I went and blurred that, and then resubmitted it, went right on through. And a human would not have dinged that, because there was nothing on that. It was just blank. But AI may have detected it as UPC code, because it was, but it was cleared, pulled off. It makes it look easy. Are these all your opinions, or their rules? That's their rules. As far as your UPC code, QR codes, license plates, Luna has started putting that out. Luna is one of the marketers that we get products from. But yes, and she's getting that from sellers, because Amazon is dinging them and rejecting the videos, and you have to edit all that and blur it out. The QR codes. And another thing, which I know you've had videos in the past with kids in it, but an adult can be, if there's an adult in, like if you're doing Hot Wheels or a toy or whatever, as long as an adult is in that scene with the child, you can do that. But for your first 3 videos, I wouldn't even consider doing that. But like I do the dash cams, the highway signs, it'll say Wichita Falls, Lubbock, Amarillo, whatever. If that shows up, that's giving out personal information, because I can blur those and then it'll go through. License plates, QR codes, QR codes, barcodes, especially address labels. But you wouldn't want the address labels showing anyway. That one's a given. You don't want everybody to know where you live. Most of y'all, I don't care if y'all know where I live, but there's a lot of people out there I wouldn't want to know where I live. But yeah, that's the main things. And there's a picture over here down on the bottom shelf that shows up in a lot of my videos, but it's a picture of me and my mom, and they've never said nothing about that. But if it was a picture of a kid or something, they would say something about that. I don't know. But mainly it's just things like that. And the QR codes, I don't understand, because all that is going to take whoever to Google Play or Apple, whatever the store is you download the apps from on Apple or iPhones. That's what most of the QR codes are, and it's not personal information, but they're dinging you for it. Oh, no, I don't watch the Texas Bucket List, but my mother does. They showed an arcade shop this week, and oh yeah, there's one downtown. There's a hotel right beside it that I've delivered a lot of Spark orders to. It's not a hotel; it's an apartment complex now. But yeah, it's on Saturdays. It's a pain to park there because that arcade is packed. No, but I may watch that just for the fun of it. I'm gonna start reviewing leather panties, whips, and hey, the China dolls, the Saluna that we're talking about, on there, they send us a list, and there's some products on there that can make you look like a very well endowed gentleman. And there's some lingerie on there too. You might look cute in that. You know, you'd fit right in with society nowadays. Furs and weirdos will be your audience. Whatever it takes to make a buck, I guess. Yeah, there's some products on there that, yeah, you're not going to find at Walmart. Well, I don't know. They have lingerie at Walmart, don't they? The lingerie is not the bad part. It's the other products that actually they do have those products at Walmart because I've had to get them on Spark shopping orders. Oh, it's fun when I don't know if I can say this word. Well, I'm not monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's fun when you go ask what do they call it? Associate, a Walmart associate. Say, could you help me? I need a dildo. They first they kind of look at you funny, and then then I'll show them my phone. I'm doing a Spark order and lubricants, and oh Lord. But yeah. Anyhow, that our China dolls is the only site that I see that stuff on. So they must have some interesting sellers. Does Walmart have dildos on the shelf? Yes, they do. Not well, yeah, they're on the shelf, but they're in a glass case. Right. Most Walmarts are pretty much set the same. When you go to the pharmacy, look to the right, and that aisle that's right there. There's glass doors, and they have vibrators and all that right there, and lubricants, and they keep them locked up though. So that's why you have to go ask an associate to come unlock it. I haven't shopped once or twice of those products. Yeah, it it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Without well, we're all I don't know. When you go to deliver it, especially if it's signed for or something like that, and it's I don't know. When they open the door, yeah, especially when it's a dude. Yeah, that. Yeah. Yep. Personal massagers and. Mhm. I don't know if he has, but I have. That's what I say. It was a gentleman, and he was a gentleman, 100%, no questioning it. But for each their own, who am I to judge for those hard to reach places? Absolutely. Anyhow, um, hey, I did review something that you would like, Giggity. I've already put it up because it's going to be a birthday present. And I've never had one, and I've seen them on some of the fishing videos. It's the backpack, the fishing backpack. Got the rod holders on the sides. Man, that I kind of want it for myself, but I already have it in mind for my grandson's birthday, which is next month. So, but they are neat. I don't know if you've ever looked into one or if you may have one, but it would be great when you're going out to the lake and you park over here and you're going to walk around to the other side because you don't want to carry your tackle box. I do have a little Plano box with the individual, like 5 lures. I'll usually put that in my shorts pocket when I wear my cargo shorts. But that backpack was cool. I like that. Hello, Dashing Maverick. Well, well, we was talking about various products that you can see on one of their suppliers' list of things, and then we kind of started talking about doing shopping orders for, as Gig Giggity put it, what do you put? Personal massagers. Dildos at Walmart. Yep. I've seen a couple on Temu. There, I have been told that there is a whole section of Temu with just those kind of products. I don't. I don't. I want to go look and find out because my Facebook will start getting flooded with all that crap. If you look at one thing, then all of a sudden you start getting a ton of advertisements for that everything, and some of it is not useful to me at all. Some of it might have been kind of fun, get one in my shopping cart. Had one, but it was too big. Gave it away. Darn. Well, maybe you just didn't have the right kind of personal lubrication. Hey, speaking of which, did y'all read any? And I didn't read it, so I don't really know. But I saw something about Elton John's last days. Has he got cancer or something? And I don't care about his sexual preference. He's a very talented musician, but I just saw it on my news break on the phone, I think yesterday, and I meant to go back and read it, and I cleared it, and I kind of forgot about it until just now. Kind of weird that I think about that, but it is what it is. And a guy ordered a man's product from CVS. I picked it up, but it was pretty embarrassing. Yeah. Yeah, I had a situation like that with a spark water, and it was a product from Walmart, and the guy was definitely going to be using it because 100%. I think Elton John had an eye infection. Well, I just said I've seen something about his final days, and I thought, he may have cancer or something, but I don't know. He's good Lord. How old is Elton John? He's got to be 80. Let's just look. How old is Elton John? 77. That was close. Let's put what is wrong with Elton John. Elton John's health issues updates the legendary singer. Fortunately, Elton John's fully vaccinated and boosted, and his experiences. Oh, he must. No, that was April. So I guess he had. Well, Elton John's. I don't know what's up. I'm not seeing anything right at the top of the list. Apparently, he had COVID back in April. Rest in peace, Steve the Voice. Perry. Steve Perry? Did Steve Perry die? I haven't seen that one. What ended Steve Perry's career? Well, I'm not seeing nothing on that. I didn't realize he was born in 49, though. Man, so it makes him 76. That guy that took over for him does a really good job, though. I've read, apparently it was Def Leppard, uh, Steve Miller Band, and Journey. And they said the front man for Journey now has got all the moves, great stage preference or presence, and all that. So I don't know. Yesterday or the day before? Huh. Well, Wikipedia doesn't say anything. My phone goes bzz, bzz. Oh, it's a Reddit post. Creator connections. That's something. If you're going to, this is another thing. I'm looking this. Let me finish this. See, I get off on tangents. Hmm. I'm not seeing anything. You're showing me 75. What did I say? 76. Anyway, Lena still have. I, you know, I had considered that just for the fun of it because we're going to. I know y'all don't know where Bowie is, but it's a town kind of between here and the Dallas Fort Worth area. But they have a once a month flea market. And that's where I was at this last weekend. And I had considered. She had sent it to me to see if I wanted to do it, and I said no. But then I thought, what if I dressed up like Santa Claus and that would make people stop because I'm trying to figure out a way to make people stop. Because I think these ladies and the grandson or son is going to be there. She said she's been going there for 20 years. Little Oriental lady, but it looks like Timu, like 4 sections and like tables of Timu stuff. So everybody that walks by looks over there. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make them look right across from her. And at first I thought that was not good, but then I thought at least it's making people slow down because I was watching them inside the barn we were in, and they're not slowing down in front of a lot of those little booths. So anyway, the creator connections on Amazon. If you get into the Amazon influencer program, you'll probably get an invite to join Creator Connections. And what it is it's sellers who offer you higher commissions on those products. The thing is, you got to buy those products. If you already have that product, that's great. But it's like I made a comment on a Reddit post the other day. Generally, it's products that are not big sellers. So if you buy something for 20 bucks, let's see, if you buy something for 20 bucks and they're going to give you 15% commission, that's $3 commission for each sale. And you would have to, uh, like over 6 sales in order just to pay for that product. And odds are you're going to generate 1 or 2 sales. So I wouldn't say it was a scam, but I think it's just a way to get. It's kind of like Amazon buying. It's just a way for them to. At least Amazon buying gives you the product free at first, but then you got to pay the taxes, so it's not free. Because a lot of stuff on Amazon buying is stuff that's just not really selling, and I think that's what the Amazon. What did I say? The creator connections. They just said I got an email. Anybody else got one for an invite? But I, you can go. The only thing is you get you can email or send a message to the seller. And there's a couple of people that has Amazon influencer YouTube channels and makes videos on it and everything. And they say you can email or send a message to the seller to see if they'll send you free products, which that's true. And I have done it, but I've never gotten anything. I have gotten free products by when you go to the product page, look up on the right, and it says contact seller, ask a question, and then blah, blah, blah. You keep going down, then you can send them a deal and just tell them that you're a video influencer or reviewer, however you want to word it. And every once in a while, somebody will wind up sending you something, but 90% of the time they don't. But there's a lot of people on YouTube videos telling you to do that, and that's how you get free stuff. But maybe that worked 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But there's so many people doing this now that they don't need to give stuff away, on the majority of them. And that's why we don't get like stuff from Canon and GoPro and Rode and different, big Reebok, Adidas. They don't need it. They don't need your video. A few years ago, yeah, but there's so many people doing stuff now. Unless you're a big influencer. Now, if you got, there's like Freaking Reviews, he's got like 785,000 subscribers. If they would probably love to get him to do something, but he don't do it like that. He buys all his stuff and uses it for a tax write-off, which you can do that. I could be an elf. Oh, I could be Santa and you could be an elf. All right. We got to have some Santa helpers, though. You know any of those? Don't know why they chose me, but I was contacted to review a wireless CarPlay product. I've seen a few of those, but I'm not real familiar with them. But I watched a video on one the other night, and I guess it hooks up through your USB port on your car. But all the stuff that mine, from what I've watched on those CarPlays, my car already does. I mean, I've got all the hands-free controls and stuff that I don't even know what is. So I don't know. But shoot, if you know anything about them and you wanted to do the review and get the free products, why not? You can always put it on Marketplace to sell it. And that's when we're talking about Amazon buying, that's another thing that if you get into Amazon buying, which I don't recommend it, but if you did, on their rules, they say you cannot sell or give away that product for 6 months. How they would know, I don't know. That's just their rule. But this other stuff that you can get from these sellers, as soon as you get that video approved, you can sell it. Do whatever you want to with it. Give it away for Christmas, donate it to I've had to donate a couple of things from my doctor's office for her to give to some patients that couldn't afford the stuff. But no helpers, but I know a few of these ho-ho-hos. Well, that would work. It should be on its way now. I plan to make a video. That's cool. You're going to have to share that with us. Have you ever done the Amazon? Do you do Amazon reviews? Who said that you have to wait 6 months before you get rid of that? That's on Amazon buying. That's what I was saying. That's on Amazon buying. All this other stuff like we're getting from Luna and them, you can sell it as soon as they approve the video. But no, on Amazon buying, they say that you have to keep it for 6 months. But again, that's just Amazon buying. And I don't recommend doing Amazon buying, especially if you're going to get into the Amazon Associate and Influencer program. If you're just going to do Amazon buying and nothing else, you could do it because it's a 1099. So you can go up to $600 or $599.99. and you won't get a 1099. But if you do anything else that has to do with Amazon, that it gets included onto your influencer money. So, yeah, that little thought that I had for last year didn't work out because the year before last, well, I think it was the year before last, is where they nailed me. And I'll be owing, I'm on the payment plan with the IRS, but I don't care. They're not getting but $25 a month, probably I'll be dead and gone before that ever gets finished paying. But nevertheless, but yeah, that's just the Amazon buying stuff. Anything else that you review, like from Luna and them, you can do whatever you want to with it. Sell it, wear it, buy it, throw it away. And I have thrown a couple of things that I got reviews from. There was one that was a teleprompter. That was a piece of junk. And they were supposed to have some kind of remote with it, and the remote didn't work. And then they was going to send me one. So I held on to that thing for 6 months. I threw it in the garbage a few days ago. Yeah, Amazon buying. If you go to like a product on Amazon, and a lot of times if you go down to the customer reviews, it'll say what is it? Vesco. Buying customer review for free product. Let me copy. Down there on the customer reviews, it will say this right there within their review. So Mr. Mike Walker reviewed this product that I am supposed to be getting in, and he is part of the Amazon Buying program, which the thing about Amazon Buying, the more things that you order and you get them free right then, the more you do, they rate that, kind of like DoorDash and all this other stuff, is you get put in a tier. Your first tier, you're going to get a pair of pliers. Your second tier, you're going to get a phone charger. Your third tier, you might wind up moving up and getting a phone. I don't know. But the more you do, the higher end of stuff you get. So, but you got to pay taxes on all that. But if it's stuff, like if you're remodeling a house or something, it may be worth it because you're just going to buy the stuff anyway. So basically, you're just buying it for the taxes is what it's going to boil down to. All my studio lighting and backdrops and background stands all came from Amazon Buying. I spent, good Lord, I don't even remember, several thousands of dollars, 15,000, 16,000 on stuff, not just on camera lighting and stuff. It was on other stuff too. But that was before I knew you had to pay taxes on it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have done it. But, and I probably would have never bought this kind of lighting. Now I might, but I'm in a little different position than I was 3 years ago. But I don't recommend Amazon Buying because of the taxes, unless that's all you're going to do. And then you can order up to $599.99 worth of stuff and not worry about a $10.99. Majority of Luna's products I do also don't last, plus they are overpriced. I tell myself if I would have had to pay for this, would I have been really mad? Yeah. Well, the plasma cutter that I did the other day is $249 or $269 on Amazon, and it didn't work right. You could hear the air running in it. It runs. You hook up the air hose from a compressor into the back of it. It's like it's kind of like a cutting torch. But I told them about it, and it wouldn't register on the digital registry on the front of the machine. And then they sent me a short video of how to fix that. Obviously, they had a big issues with it. And I'm like, if I was a customer, I would be PO'd if I spent that much money on something and then have to work on it. I don't think so. I'd have sent it back. But since I got it for free, we took it apart, and it's a little clear air hose that looks like an aquarium hose. If you've ever had an aquarium, you know, the little air hose. And all it took was a little bitty zip tie. It just needed a little bit of tension on it to keep it from sliding. It slid onto the nozzle like that, and it would just kept popping off. But all it took was a little bit of tension, and now it's fine. But yeah, some of this stuff, if I had to pay for it, is Luna like a connection with Amazon? She's a connection with sellers. I used to, I guess they're technically, I guess they're marketers. They're the go-between between the reviewers and the sellers. And I really, as far as, because they occasionally they want us to do TikTok stuff. And I really think that's the TikTok stuff. I think it's from people just like you and I. And we want to pay, say, Luna $50 for her to find somebody to make the videos for me. So all I got to do is just keep uploading. And that's making bank too, because you make a ton of money on TikTok. I have watched some videos and stuff on how much some of them people are making. It's crazy. We're talking several thousands of dollars a month and more. How long it'll last, who knows? But I think it's just individuals that getting products, and they're just finding people like Luna to get people like us to make the video for them, and they're getting the video back, and they're not having to put any work in other than uploading it to TikTok. That's why I pretty much refuse to do them, because they don't want you to post it on TikTok, and they don't want to pay you. So that's why I don't do them. I did tell her on one the other night I would do it for $150. If they wanted to pay me $150, they could have full rights on it. Otherwise, I would do it, and I would give them 15 days before I uploaded it to my TikTok. So I would make the money on it, the commissions on it. I ain't heard nothing back. But I don't care. I turn more stuff down now than I accept. I wasn't at that point, but now I'm at that point where I don't have to do it. It doesn't make me any difference, unless it's something I really want. And I wouldn't say that I wouldn't do a TikTok one, because if it's something I really wanted, I would probably do it. But 90% of the stuff I see, I don't really care. You know, I did some for some little fishing lures. They turned out to be like an inch long. There was the giggity, you don't know what I'm talking about. They're little sectioned, you know, when they swim the whole thing. I forget what they're called, that lure. Academy has them, and I've bought a couple at Academy, but these were only about an inch long. And I thought they were full-size lure, you know, a regular lure. But these are more like for perch, maybe crappie. But anyway. And liaison. Yeah, I guess that's what it would be. But yeah. Anyway. I get, and that's another thing, is even the videos that they don't want to pay us to do, you know, they're getting paid. And I've called her out on it a few times. I'm saying, you know, y'all are getting paid. You know, if you want me to do it, you're going to have to pay me a little bit. But I try not to get too headstrong on it, I guess you'd say, or I'm not rude, but too direct about it, because she's still my main supplier. I used to call them suppliers, but then that kind of sounds like a drug dealer. So, you know, I don't want it to be misunderstood. But yeah. Yeah, it's a swim bait, but yeah, the segmented, it's like 4 or 5 little jointed, I think is the word they use on the box, but they were little bitty and with a single hook on it too. If you put a little treble hook on it, it'd be a little bit better, but they look good. Paint was good. I don't know. I did it in a little bit of clear water out there jigging around, and they got a little bit of good action, but they're so little. If you had a 1 pound bass, a 3/4 pound bass, take that, it's going to be in their gut. And unless you want to kill that fish, you lost your lure. Just cut the string and let it go. But anyway, I gave him to my grandson because he loves fishing, but he just don't. He's got a nice fishing rod, but he don't have a tackle box, and he didn't. He's got 3 or 4 little lures that look like they came off of the 99-cent area at Walmart. The spoons that are painted red and white. He's got a couple of decent looking ones, but yeah, 3 to 5 inches. Yeah, about 3 inches is generally about what I use. And I have seen some of these. I know we're getting in on fishing, but man, have you seen some of the bass lures some of these guys are using on YouTube? I mean, they're huge. They're like 8 to 12 inches long, and they're catching bass on. But there are bass in some of the lakes around here that are that big. But the majority of them, if you get up 5, 6 pounds, you got a whopper. It read right to me because I knew what you was talking about. Well, we're fishermen, you got to exaggerate. 3 to 5 inches is at least that long, isn't it? Anyway, that's getting a little deep, especially for mixed company. I've got bass on. I have never really done much good on plastic. Uh, I rig it up, the Texas rig, and I watched, my dad showed me, my grandpa showed me. I've watched videos nowadays on it. I've had some hits, but I guess they're always hitting the tail. But swim bait and a few spinner baits, but mostly it's crankbait that I've caught fish on. Howdy, Presley. Howdy, howdy. Oh man, it is 10:54. Wow, I didn't realize it was getting this late. Well, if we ever get together, maybe you can show me how to do it right because I tried and I've got plastics. I've had the little lizards and I've had the worms, and I've tried different colors. I've tried different rigs, the slip sinkers. I've just never had any luck with it. But I know a lot of people that do. The guy that I used to go fishing with, he was my old neighbor. He was in the military, so he got transferred anyway. He caught a lot on plastics right beside me, and I couldn't catch nothing. And I'd be working it just like he was doing it, and I just couldn't get it. But crankbaits, I don't know. I catch quite a bit on that. I've caught gar, carp, bass. I caught a catfish, perch, crappie. Crankbaits will catch you anything if they're there. Fish what your company. Yeah. Academy has a H2O brand, and I would love to work with them and do some reviews on their stuff. It's not high either. A lot of their crankbaits are like $3.99. Sometimes they run them on sale for $2.99 or $1.99. And those that are the bluegill colored here in our murkier water, they do excellent. a lot of times I can go fishing with 2 or 3 people, and I'll be the only. Might be a little fish, but I'll be the only one that catches something. Yeah, I like the H2O brand. That's even their reels are good. I I don't own one, but I've used one. A friend of mine had the H2O brand reel, and it smooth. Yeah, I would love to get in to and be an affiliate with Academy or H2O. That would be pretty cool. But I guess that's mainly the Academy brand. But anyway, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I do have to do a review on. I was trying to decide. I have a tool belt, but I don't know how that would look doing it inside the house. It might be all right, but then I got a dash cam. I can't really do that one right now. I could do part of it, but I got to do the video samples. And then I have a phone holder. I may wind up giving that away because I've got one just like it. And if people are into making videos and stuff, actually, it it looks like an adult toy. And I've had people say that looks like, and it's not. It's a flexible, but it holds your phone. But it's got a jaw clamp that you can latch on to the. If you got a sunroof or a moonroof, you can latch it on there. You can put it on fence posts. I don't know. I may do something with that, but anyway, I've got a couple of reviews I got to get knocked out tonight. Oh, I got to do editing. I got a video to edit that I videoed before I left to go do Spark. Anyhow, I got work to do. So I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out with me. I was really kind of sad at first because there wasn't nobody here, but I thought, well, maybe somebody, I'm going to continue and maybe somebody will watch a replay. And then y'all surprised me and y'all started showing up. So I do appreciate it. So anyway, I am out, y'all. Y'all have a great night, great week. And if you want to get into the Amazon thing and you have any questions, feel free to ask. I may not know the answers, but if I do know the answers, I will gladly share them or try to find the answer. But because like I said, I don't know it all, and I'm not a long-term user of Amazon influencer program, or not a long-term member of it, but I know a little bit and just enough to get me in trouble. So anyway, maybe I can help y'all. Maybe y'all can help me. Maybe we can all help each other. Anyway, one thing about it, we can all be nice to one another, which we are. That's great about us. Anyway, I'm rambling. All right, y'all have a great night. Thanks again for coming. There, we can use that hand. Bye, y'all.